Erdogan, who has long argued that high interest rates cause inflation, has pushed for low borrowing costs to stimulate the Turkish economy, boost growth, exports, and employment. So he may have taken Ben Bernanke's class at Princeton, because here he's making the previously, to my knowledge, unheard of claim that high interest rates are what causes inflation, not printing money. Well, hello there, my friends. Chris Marcus here with you for Arcadia Economics. And just a quick video about a situation I think you might want to keep an eye on, because in Turkey, Lira sinks to new low, promoting bank to intervene. Let's just say this one doesn't sound good, because a quote from the article, Erdogan, who has long argued that high interest rates cause inflation, has pushed for low borrowing costs to stimulate the Turkish economy, boost growth, exports, and employment. So he may have taken Ben Bernanke's class at Princeton, because here he's making the previously, to my knowledge, unheard of claim that high interest rates are what causes inflation, not printing money. So we'll just dig into this one quickly, because especially everything is quite fragile. So I think we're at that point where trying to guess which individual spark might take this baby down, maybe less important than just being aware of them. And this certainly, I would say, is one to keep an eye on, because it's not sounding good. These are the kind of statements that, at least in my economic career, I found you start to hear when cash is getting tight. Because Erdogan reiterates commitment to Islamic rate cut plan, threatens Turkish business lobby over dissent. Referring to the Islamic prescriptions on usury as basis for his new policy push, he clarified his policy. What is it? We're lowering interest rates. Don't expect anything else from me. I like it. At least he's clear. Doesn't beat around the bush. As a Muslim, I'll continue to do what is required by Nas. And more fundamentally speaking, as Bloomberg notes, the president believes Turkey can free itself from reliance on foreign capital flows by abandoning policies that prioritize higher interest rates and stronger inflows. And at the heart of his idea is a belief that lower interest rates will also curb consumer price growth. He might have been watching too much CNBC. You saw Jerome Powell keep saying inflation is going to be transitory, because he's taken a rather exact opposite of the consensus view among the world's central bankers, which now that's not always a bad idea to do, but I announce from here, there is no backing down. All right. So that sounds like it's going well. And then Turkey's Erdogan says he's cut inflation to 4% before. He can do it again. Well, there you go. He looks focused. Said he's lowered the inflation rate to around 4% before, and he will achieve that again, even though it's top 21%. So I guess he's only a Paul Volcker away. We'll see how that works out. Policy has, and I'm not laughing for it's unfortunate for the Turkish people, but some of these statements are, I mean, these are in the Jean-Claude Juncker of the Eurozone territory of terms of just being incredibly silly. Part of his successful economic independence war. He says this plan will boost exports, employment, investments, and growth. But most economists call it reckless and predict inflation will soar beyond 30% next year. I'm going to put my silver in bucket 2 on that one. Meanwhile, the lira hit a record low beyond 17 against the dollar, hit by fears of an inflationary spiral. See, that's what normally happens when you don't have the world's reserve currency like Ben Bernanke did. But in a meeting with African youth on Saturday that was broadcast on Sunday, he reiterated his unorthodox view that interest rates cause price rises. And adding that inflation would hopefully fall soon. Well, we'll see how that goes. And meanwhile, on the 17th, Turkey's lira did sink to a new low, prompting the bank to intervene. So plan perhaps not working out as he was hoping for just yet, but is interesting because they've also reportedly been reporting a lot of gold. So who knows what's going on, but wacky things out there in the world. If you're looking for a bit more stability, there is Kuya silver. Well, at least as stable as something could be in the silver industry. But when I listen to Erdogan of Turkey talk versus David Stein, who is running Kuya silver, who has positioned himself that he was able to make an acquisition while the price was lower, at least that's the kind of thing that I'm into these days. That may not be suitable for you. And as always, I'm just introducing one of the companies that I like following, certainly because they are one of the proud sponsors and bring you this information on the show so that you can stay up to date on all of the key economic silver impacting news around the world, like the Turkey currency situation. So again, could this be the spark that finally pops some of these bubbles more overtly? I guess we'll see, but I would imagine eventually it'll be something like that. And now, as it is becoming nightfall here in Mexico, I'm going to sign off, but hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And thanks again to Kuya Silver, and I will see you again tomorrow.